What's up, YouTube? SalvoG here. Welcome back to another reaction video. Today I have one that I can't believe we haven't listened to yet. Kenny Rogers. I have not heard a single Kenny Rogers song. Sounds kind of crazy. I know who he is. I know he's a massive artist. We never got one. This is the first one. This one's from Lynn, by the way, over on Patreon. Thanks to Lynn for the request and the support to the channel and giving us our first shot at Kenny Rogers, who we haven't heard somehow. The song is called The Gambler. I've even heard of the song too. I've heard of Kenny Rogers. I've heard of The Gambler. Haven't heard either one. So this should be exciting. All right. It's written by Don Schlitz. Schlitz. It's a cool last name. Recorded by several artists, most famously from Kenny Rogers. Okay, so this song is covered by a whole bunch of people, apparently. So Mr. Don here wrote the song back in '76 when he was 23, and he says, "Something more than me wrote that song. I'm convinced of that. I really had no idea where the song was coming from. There was something going through my head, which was my father. It was just a song, and it somehow filtered through me. 6 weeks later, I received the final verse. Months later, it came to me that it was inspired by and possibly a gift from my father." Schlitz's father had died in '76. All right, so here's Kenny Rogers' version, which was released in 1978 from Rogers' album Gambler. This version of the song achieved mainstream success. #1 country hit, made its way to the pop charts at the time, where country songs rarely crossed over, winning him a Grammy for Best Male Country Vocal Performance in 1980. Wow. Well, I think it's time. Here we go. The Gambler.
On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound for nowhere, I met up with a gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns of staring out the window at the darkness till boredom overtook us, and he began to speak. He said, "Son, I've made a life out of reading people's faces and knowing what the cards were by the way they held their eyes. So if you don't mind my saying, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice." So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. Then he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. Said, "If you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up,
Wow.
know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done."
Ooh.
Every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner and every hand's a loser, and the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he'd finished speaking, he turned back toward the window, crushed out his cigarette, faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. But in his final words, I found an ace that I could keep. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. You got to know when to hold up, know when to fold up, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the dealing's done, you got to know when to hold 'em,
So good.
know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, and know when to run. You never count your money. When you're sitting at the table, there'll be time enough for counting. When the deal is done.
Wow. What? Wow. That was really good. The storytelling is immaculate. So first, I would like to give credit to Mr. Schlitz, Mr. Don Schlitz. I want to give credit to Mr. Don Schlitz, but also I have to give so much credit to Kenny Rogers for this nonchalant performance. I mean, his voice is so cool, calm, collected. It has the perfect campfire vibe. It's the video that goes along with it too. He's just chilling. Look at this guy. He's just chilling nonchalantly, just taking his jacket off, sitting down at the table. Look. Come on. Oh my gosh, it's such a great song. The video helps so much too, in my opinion, to just get that story. Man, I was just, as soon as it started, like I was starting to like the wheels were turning in my head. I could just picture everything so vividly. And I think that's just like a really good testament to both of them. Like I said, Don and also Kenny here, who has a really extraordinary way of singing the song and getting the lyrics and the story across as well. And he just has this tone to his voice that it's just sounds so easy. And also it's warm. It's just so, I don't know. That's just a really crazy song to me because it just works so perfectly. You know when something just works so well, it's so hard to describe. You try and piece it out, but sometimes you just don't have an answer. I don't know. That just feels like this. But what a cool song. Awesome story. Kenny Rogers is the man here. Just I can't get over this video. It's so cool. Yeah, really cool song. I enjoyed that one. Thank you to Lynn. Let me know what you guys think about this one down below. I mean, sure, there's 300 million views. I'm sure this is a really popular one that almost everybody has heard. I'm glad I could finally join that group. It was just that was nice. It's really nice. Thanks for watching, guys. Catch you next time. Peace.